Hey, remember Batman the Animated Series? The cartoon with weapons from the 20s with technology from the future? It was hard to pinpoint the time setting. Batman was inspired by Batman that was an adaptation of Batman that also gave us Batman. Gotham City was old school America with a hint of 80s stuff thrown in. There's nothing historical to indicate a specific time period, but there are clues hidden within the movie. One is the headline of a newspaper that says President Miguel Aleman being hailed on American Parade, an event that happened in 1947. So is Batman set in the late 40s? I guess so. There's usually a mystery of what time movies are set in. You know, the ones that don't have a caption date at the beginning. Take for example Apocalypse Now. It's set during the Vietnam War, when there was mass American involvement between 1965 and 1971, but we don't know what year Willard's mission is. There's no mention of operations or any historical figures, but like Batman, there's a clue with the newspaper. During the midpoint of the journey, you can see the mug of Charlie Manson on the paper, reporting the murders that happened in 1969. Just like Batman, blink and you'll miss it. The films that take place through multiple years of someone's life is difficult to keep track of. Not if it's Forrest Gump. When you see Elvis or Nixon on TV, you know not only what year it is, but what day it is. But with Citizen Kane, it's a lot more obscure. There's News on the March, a little segment that kind of goes through Kane's life in an abridged way, but through most of the movie, it's hard to know exactly what year it is. In one scene, they speak about the Spanish-American War, but that's about it. And the Great Depression. There's even movies I didn't even know were period pieces. Take for example One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. It was made in 1975, but in fact it's set in 1963. It's confirmed with the news broadcast reporting about the 16th Street Baptist Church bombing. Did you know Clockwork Orange is meant to be set in the future? 1995 to be exact. The novel 1984, written by George Orwell, is set in 1984. That inspired the movie Brazil that was made in 1985 that was set in 1985. Timeline in the Man with No Name trilogy is that the third installment, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, is set during the American Civil War, a conflict that happened between 1861 to 1865. Yet the first two installments had weapons that were made past 1870s. So is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly technically a prequel, but in the story that really doesn't seem to work out. I know a lot about history, but I cannot begin to imagine when Kenneth Branagh's version of Hamlet is set. And God only knows when 1941 is set.